So we are looking at this problem, valid anagram. So the problem is something like this. We are given a string s and a string t. We need to return true if t and s are anagrams. What is an anagram? In very simple words, they are a rearrangement of the letters of a word. If you look at this word, anagram, and this word, it's actually just a rearrangement. anagram, it's a rearrangement of the letters. If you look at rat and car, they are not rearrangement because T is not here and C is not here. So they are not anagrams. How do we solve this problem? This, to be honest, looks like a very fairly simple problem, and it is. How we would, imagine this problem is to find an anagram, we need to get rid of all the edge cases there can be. Like if I have an extra M over here, this is not an anagram. If I have an extra D over here, which does not even repeat, I need to make sure that these extra things are gone. And the easiest way to do that is, let's see how many A's we have. We have 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. And now you can put these A's in any way. It doesn't matter what the order is as long as it's present in the word. So we can actually do is A repeats 3 times in the string S. In the string T, A repeats thrice. Let's look at N. N repeats just once. N is repeating just once. And we can continue doing that. If these two came out to be equal, we can very safely say that these are anagrams. If they do not, then we have some sort of discrepancy. Now let's go ahead and see how to code it. So over here in the code editor, first of all, I would like to check if the lengths of these strings do not match, there is no way they are anagrams. Just return false. Okay, there is no way they're anagrams if their lengths are not matching. In the other case, let's create a storage. I'm going to say I have a map of S, and I would, instead of using a map, I would use an array. It would be easier, and I would treat it like a storage. So what I want to do is I want an array, store 0, and a size of 26. So this would store all the 26 alphabets, and the one thing is given that all the uh, letters are lowercase, which makes our job easier. We have a map of S, we have a map of T. It is exactly the same kind. So over here, we would store how many times an alphabet repeats. For I in range, now I want to iterate through both of them, and I can iterate using the same index because they are equal in length. In range, 0 to length of any one of the two, let's say S. So I'm iterating from 0 to n minus 1 in this case, the length of S minus 1. Now over here, what I need to do is fill those maps. So map of S is going to have an element of I, and I want to, modify the ASCII characters. So I can use order of S of I. Order of S of I would give me the ASCII character of whatever element I have, and I would subtract it with order of A. So in the first case over here, I would get 0. I am at 0. So map S of index 0, and I would make it equal to, plus equals 1. Very similarly, just copy paste this. I would have over here the same thing, but instead of S string, I have a T string, and this is map of T. After this, if these two arrays are equal, then that is my answer. How can I check if they're equal or not? I can just traverse through them again. For I in range from 0 to 26, if map S at I does not match with map T at I can return false from just over here and say, okay, I don't want to check any further. Otherwise, return true. It's passing. Let's submit. We have a successful submission.